I request you all to kindly settle down, take your seats. They're all with us for the next hour. You can click away as much as you want to later, but for now, kindly settle down, take your seats, so I may begin with formal proceedings. Settle down. I request our friends from the press and the electronic media to take their previous positions. We will give you your photo opportunity a little later. We'd like to start as of now, please. And namaskar. Good evening. To begin with, to all the students here, good evening. And of course, our friends from the press and the electronic media, Controller of Examinations, Finance and Accounts Officer, Deans of various faculties, Principals of various colleges, Heads of departments, Deputy Registrars, teaching and non-teaching staff of the University of Mumbai and other colleges of the University of Mumbai. On behalf of the Garware Institute for Career Education and Development, University of Cinema and Entertainment. I'm your host, Geetika Ganjudhar, and it is such a pleasure to welcome you one and all seated here to the inaugural ceremony of RSAs. आप सभी समय निकाल आज यहाँ आए हैं आपका बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking the time out and joining us here this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, India's cinematic journey began in 1913 when Dadasaheb Phalke made Raja Harishchandra. And then the Indian film industry took a giant leap forward. And by the year 1930, we were making more than 200 films per annum. Industries, may I say that apart from our nation's greatest love, cricket, cinema, television, entertainment are our other great loves. And that is why staring at our face is this glaring vacuum. And that is why has sprung up this core need for reputable educational institutions in the fields of cinema, television, and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are taking a very big and a very important step towards filling that lacuna. With the establishment of the Ramesh Sippy Academy for Cinema and Entertainment, we will achieve a very important and new milestone in India's cinematic journey. Once again, I thank you all for joining us here, and I thank all the dignitaries present in the joys for joining us here. We have with us distinguished dignitaries seated on the dais. We have with us Professor Sanjay Deshmukh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mumbai. Indian film legend Shri Ramesh Sippy, Chairman, RSAs. Professor Anil Karnik, Director of GICED. Srimati Kiran Juneja Sippy, Managing Director, RSAs. Shri Ashish Kulkarni, Advisory Board Member, RSAs. Dr. M.A. Khan, Registrar, University of Mumbai. Dr. Khan, if you're here, would you please join us on the dais? He will be joining us shortly. Dr. Anil Patil, Director, Academics and Planning, University of Mumbai. Flowers are the favorites, but we decided to go with books and a memento because we are environmentally conscious at the University of Mumbai, and we also know what a voracious reader Shri Amitabh Bachchan is. I also introduced him at a few events. When we thought, who could we have as chief guest this evening, we couldn't think of anybody else but him. Think about it. Which is the first name that comes to your mind when I say cinema and entertainment? It is his. Yes, the government of India has honored him with the Padma Shri, the Padma Vibhushan. Sahi mein, ladies and gentlemen, line to yahin se shuru hoti hai. Shri Amitabh Bachchan, sir, we are eagerly waiting to hear you speak.
Honorable Vice Chancellor Shri BZLUoK, Mr. Ramesh Sippy, distinguished members on the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and all the wonderful students of the Mumbai University. I want to thank Ramesh ji and the Vice Chancellor for inviting me here today and giving me the honor and privilege of being a part of such a momentous occasion in the history of not just cinema, but also the Mumbai University. 50, 60 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, cinema and films as a profession was something that was considered infra dig. Families from good homes and their children were never allowed to join the profession, let alone go to a cinema to see a film. I remember in my younger days, my own parents, when I desired to see a film, would go and vet the film before and then allow us to go and see the film. But today we stand here today at a very momentous occasion to find that cinema and film and entertainment has become an academic curriculum in this very prestigious Mumbai University. And I want to congratulate the Vice Chancellor and all those connected with today's occasion. All the very best. Thank you so much, sir. The speakers before me, Mr. Kulkarni, Mr. Karnik, Kiranji, have very lucidly explained what the Academy is going to do and the different kinds of programs of education that are going to be there in the art of cinema. I don't need to recollect that. I just look and hear upon all this with a great amount of envy, because in my years when I was wanting to join the film industry, I never had occasion to join any of these institutes. As Ramesh ji was saying, we learned the craft and are still learning it by being on set, and there was never any kind of formal education. I feel very honored to be here today at the inauguration of this institute, which is going to formally train and educate youngsters and the youth of our country in the art of cinema and entertainment. Sir, you asked me to be here as a lecturer for one of the classes that we're going to be holding here. I guarantee you that I will most certainly be here. But, ladies and gentlemen, not as someone who's going to teach, but I would like to be here as a student, because I'm sure that there will be a lot for me to learn from the kind of curriculum that has been designed by the advisory board. I'm particularly happy that this academy is being headed by Mr. Ramesh Sippy. Ramesh ji and I have spent many years together, and we've worked in several films. A lot of them have been quite momentous, not just for the industry in general, but for me personally as an artist. And the one thing that I've always noticed about Ramesh ji is his penchant for detail and not giving up anything until he has the perfect shot, the perfect moment in cinema, and he will not stop until that moment is achieved. I wonder if you remember a scene in Sholay where Jaya is lighting a lamp in the corridor of a home on the first floor, and I'm sitting in the outhouse playing my mouth organ, and there was a particular kind of lighting that was required for that shot. Our DOP, Mr. Divecha, was very keen that that shot be done at the time when the sun is setting.
Okay, Mr. Bachchan will just give you a few photographs and then he will leave us. So please don't insist on anything more than that. Thank you very much.
Talk about as a student, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, will you talk about you as a student, sir? Sir?
No questions.
Only about the student, he as a student.
Only photographs. Made it very clear. Please. It's his request. It's his request.
Sir, for 1 minute.
Not, we will take all the questions.